Hello, my name's Helen Robinson. I first came to see David just over 10 years ago. So, why did I come in the first place? I think of myself as a relatively sensible, some people might even say cynical person, who wouldn't normally be subject to thinking that hocus pocus and other weird and wonderful things might be working. However, I was finding I had allergies to both eggs and to coffee. Eggs was my problem. As long as I read every label very, very carefully and nobody else made a mistake, that was reasonably controllable. Coffee, however, was a different matter. I seemed to have something which was described as akin to an asthma attack if even somebody else had coffee. This made me deeply unpopular as a commuter. It made me deeply unpopular at large meetings when nobody else could have coffee if I was needed to attend. I was also finding it difficult to pursue my favourite hobby of playing bridge. So when somebody said to me, "Would you try David Stevens?" I thought, well, I don't have to believe in it, but I might as well try it. And that actually is one of the important principles of CKT. You don't have to believe in it, you just have to pitch up and let David or one of the other practitioners that he's trained do the rest. And I think that's an important point. This isn't just some Svengali who himself has got some magic power. He has been able to teach other people how to practice CKT. Indeed, when I found myself with a bit of spare time in my life, I thought I would attend one of his courses just to see what kind of silly magic this all was. And to my surprise, I found that you actually can tell where on somebody's head you need to tap into an energy channel, and you can actually get a response from them according to what their body wants. I haven't done much practicing, but I did try to help a neighbour who had a problem with his foot. He told me confidently, it hadn't made any difference at all. The pain was less, of course, but no other difference. Well, given that his main problem was that he had a lot of pain, perhaps you could judge for yourself as to whether it had made any difference to him. Given that it's 10 years since I first came to see David, why am I here now? And I think that one would need to say it's like with any illness or other issue that you have as part of your makeup. The conditions which triggered it in the first place can trigger it again. You can be quite cynical in your use of CKT. I think that my major problem with eggs developed when I had a yellow fever vaccination. 10 years later, wanting to travel, I had another yellow fever vaccination. Duly, I had almost immediate problems. I just rang David up and he managed to rebalance me so that I didn't have any further problems with eggs. That is certainly a very, very cynical way of treating it, and it isn't the proper way of doing it. One should look after one's body. However, it is nice to know that David is now training a whole lot more people, so that should we let ourselves get stressed or should we develop any further problems, we can always turn back to CKT and have it help us to right our original problems.